So I wanted to say hello again. Hello. I wanted to spread the wonderful news that I found another like-minded middle-aged man who is Facebook videoing and starting kind of a community for people of our age and our, let me just straighten up, our kind of aptitude for sharing and desire to make middle-aged life an experience we can go through together, or at least help each other go through. And I want to talk about complaining. I want to talk about being middle-aged, and I'll just straighten that one up. Seeing my big boss today, so put the gilet on as well as the shirt. Oh, a little bit of brand awareness there. Yeah, I was in an establishment. I'm not going to name any names, that wouldn't be fair, but I was in a leisure establishment yesterday near where I live, and I took the children for a swim. We were in there for about 25 minutes of our hour-long experience, which I'd paid full price for. I'm not a member of this establishment, but I'm happy to pay. And we were told we had to leave the pool because there was a private function booked. Okay, I've not a problem with, obviously, the people who booked that. They've done it as you would expect. And apparently there was a poster in reception somewhere of the establishment to make patrons aware. But the person on the counter didn't tell me on the way in. I bought a pair of goggles and the full price came to £20. So we came out. The lifeguard on the way out apologised profusely. They were tremendously well skilled in the customer service area. Got to reception after rushing through, drying. I left some wet patches because I wanted to get to reception that quickly. I was keen to do what I've been advised to do, sort it all out amicably, left a few wet patches, came through like sweat. It doesn't matter. People who used to see me from the gym, they know that even in my normal life, I think I've spoken about this before on these videos, early days, I do have a relationship with my sweat. I control it with a special deodorant. Not wearing it today. No patches. That was a gamble because these could have gone up and there could have been a sea of darker shirt. As luck would have it, no, what you can see through is my hairs. I'm quite a hirsute man, but no sweat. Rushed out, got to reception. Said, as I'm saying now, I said, excuse me, I'm sorry to be a pain, but we've only had about 25 minutes of our hour-long session. The lifeguard advised that we could get a refund because we weren't made aware on the way in, and obviously we've only got half of what we paid for. I'm being the lady behind the counter now. I hope I'm not being a disparaging voice, but I can't do that. I can offer you a voucher, but I can't do a refund. I said, well, thank you, but due to today's experience and also the fact that we're not settled on a certain establishment yet, I'd prefer a refund if that's okay, because a voucher may be of no use. Oh, well, I can't do that, but I'll go and get the manager and maybe they can. That was their voice again. No, I'm not going to do a girl's voice. That sounds rude. Manager comes out and repeats what the previous lady had said. I said, I don't really want a voucher, just based on this experience. She said, well, what would you suggest we could do for you then? And already at that stage, when she sort of said with that tone, what do you suggest we could do for you? I was thinking, my little customer service bells were going off. I was thinking, yeah, you're not going to give me anything that you think will be advantageous to me, are you? You already think I'm trying to cause trouble. I wasn't. I was stood there, I'm the first to admit I can, as we all can be moody. But no, I was there, and George by this time had joined me. Even he was looking astonished at the way this lady initially spoke to me. What do you suggest we could do for you? I said, well, we've had half the time that we paid for, so I'd think a refund of half the money would be appropriate. Well, we prefer to do a voucher. We can give you a voucher for next time. I said, I understand that. The other lady said that, but I don't want a voucher. I'd like half my money back. I said, less than half an hour ago, you were happy to take all my money, but now it seems that you're not happy to give half the money back. Can you do a refund? To which she replied, we can do it. We are able to do a refund, but I'd prefer to give you a voucher. And you're trying to control it inside, especially with the children there. I could hear Ruby and her friend coming as well, still in the distance, but I could hear it. I thought, I'm trying to stay cool, but I said, okay, but surely in this situation, it shouldn't be what you prefer to give me. You've offered it to me, fair enough, but I would prefer, and I only want a refund. No, in this situation, we'd prefer to give you a voucher. I said, okay, so you're refusing to give me a refund? And she said, no, I'm not refusing to give you a refund. We would prefer to give you a voucher. I said, okay, you're not refusing, so could I have a refund? I held my card out that I just paid half an hour before with. no, we would prefer to give you a refund. I said, okay, can I just have the contact details of the senior manager, the area manager, whatever, because this is ridiculous. So she started writing them out. And I said, oh, also, I don't want to be leaving here just with these contact details, and I don't want a voucher. So once again, could you give me a refund? No, we in the situation we prefer to. We can do refunds, but only where we think it's appropriate. Of course it's appropriate. I just paid you. I use the analogy. I said, if you went into a shoe shop or a sports shop and you bought a pair of shoes, and either they only gave you one or half an hour later one exploded and you went back, you wouldn't expect them to say, oh no, we give you a voucher for another trainer. Not the same sort. We give you a voucher for another time, but we can't really refund you or sort out this purchase. You know, we prefer to give you a voucher for another sort of shoe. And she was still adamant that she wasn't refusing me a refund, but she wouldn't give me a refund because she preferred to give me a voucher. I don't want to come back to your establishment now after this. Oh, inside I was on fire with rage, but outside I was still keeping it relatively cool. I said to George, fair or not, I know George is 9, but I said to George, do you think this lady is refusing to give me a refund? And he was like, well, yeah, she's saying no. I said, and in the end, I mean, cut a long story short, I don't want to waffle for ages, although I already have. I said, okay, I'll take the details. I said, one more request. Can I have a refund? Because you're saying you're not refusing, but you're not giving me one. She went, no, you can't have a refund. There's your refusal. And she said, and can you not speak to me like that? The worst I got was how I've got on here after about 15 minutes of just being told by 2 people, but basically one, a manager, that although they could give refunds, she wouldn't give me a refund. I did the classic, because I do, as you know from these videos, I work in customer service. I said, if anyone on my course, if I observed them behaving like this to a customer, they would fail that unit or the course, or I'd have serious words with them afterwards, because I'm the customer. You've happily taken my money. You won't give it back. Why not? It's only been in your till, for, debit card, for 15, 20, 35 minutes maybe. But now you won't give it back to me, even though it was mine, and half of it really still is mine, because I haven't spent it, because I haven't swum for it. So, suffice to say, I took the details. She wouldn't give me a refund. If I'd been there bleeding from my eyes with, with baby animals around me, relying on me to suckle them, but I was dying so they would die, she wouldn't have offered baby animal milk or anything. So yeah, I won't, hopefully, sometimes you're forced into these positions, I won't hopefully be using that establishment again. I have made the sometimes I feel somewhat childish move of promoting this poor customer service on other social media, because I felt so aggrieved at this ridiculous situation. And I've been informed that it's not the first time and not to expect anything to be done for it. But I am, as you can tell, a bit like a dog with a bone in this situation, and I will be trying to ensure this situation isn't repeated for anyone else at said establishment, because places like this don't learn until it affects their profits. And one person, just me, it won't affect their profits. Someone else will sign up for this place. But if you spread the word and other people say, actually, yeah, we've had that and nothing, then maybe something will get done. Anyway, that might be a bit boring, this one, but hopefully people will watch. If you've watched and enjoyed at all, they won't all be this moany. They're not always like angry middle-aged man. But please subscribe, please share me, and inform friends of this service I'm providing. And also, Middle-Aged Man on Facebook is another gentleman, very, very worthwhile to give him a watch. Very funny, very insightful, and gets other people in to sort of talk about middle-age issues and facilities. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. I needed a kiss then. Bye-bye.